Greetings, Moody students, and welcome to week 5 of Methods for Biblical Interpretation. We're on the back side of the course, if you would. You passed the midpoint last week, and we've got only 2 more weeks after this week. Keep in mind the course will be closing on Monday, April 25th. I trust you're keeping up with your work, and keep in mind the late penalties are rather stiff, so if you turn in something late, it's loses 5% per day up to 7 days after a week late. Work is not accepted. So do stay current. I trust you are. Most of you are doing so. But we are on the back side, and stuff can seem to pile up, and you're looking down the line to finish line, so I put a devotional in here sort of emphasizing that aspect. I trust it'll be a blessing. You're going to be interpreting the New Testament now. We've completed our overview of interpreting the Old Testament, and we're moving into the New. And, of course, we begin with the Gospels. So for our objective this week, we want you to evaluate Gospel narratives, and we want you to learn to critique an interpretation of a parable. The required reading is about 26 pages in Klein. Not particularly extensive, but do read it carefully and be sure you understand the concepts. You've got an internet link to an article by Bailey. So again, be sure you understand that. Watch it multiple times if you need to. And then there's the audio lecture. Now in the schedule it says audio lecture 12, but actually audio lecture 12 was not used in this course, but audio lecture 13 is, and that'll be there on interpreting the Gospels. You've got another discussion board question. So again, your discussion board, be sure to be substantive in your initial post in this discussion. Be sure to cite the scriptures and cite your sources. Follow Turabian style in doing so. If you cite sources, not only should you cite them, but then at the end of your discussion post, you should have a bibliography of your sources. And again, all in Turabian in the graduate courses at Moody. Then between Friday night and Monday night, you want to reply to 2 of your peers. And remember that threefold approach I've been having you use in replying to your peers. You want to first comment positively on any good insights or well-worded statements your peers may make in their posts. Then secondly, you want to provide some good, constructive, kind critique. That is, you need to interact with their post, and maybe you differ with them, or you have a different point of view on something. Maybe you need to take issue kindly with something they've said, and you should do so. Or maybe you've got some suggestions for how they might improve their post. Again, do it kindly, do it humbly, but do provide constructive criticism. And then third, leave your peer with a good, relevant, thoughtful, open-ended question. A question you pose to them based on their post that will cause them to need to think through an answer. Not just a simple yes or no kind of question, but you want a question that they're going to have to think about. And of course, you'll then need to think about how to phrase that question too, based on their post. Well, that's it for this week. I trust you'll enjoy your work in the Gospels this week. Maybe it's a little more familiar territory than some of those Old Testament passages were. Remember, all that Old Testament is background to these New Testament passages. God bless you as you work on your assignments this week.